So, Gran Turismo Sport was delayed. Didn't see that coming, to be honest. The struggle is real right now for all you PS4 guys out there. I don't really know what to say. I did not expect Gran Turismo Sport to get delayed, but it's kind of got me quite mad, to be honest. Now, Gran Turismo is a series that has been synonymous for delays. This isn't the first time, nor will it be the last. You know, Gran Turismo 5 had numerous delays. Gran Turismo is a very weird series in that regard. You know, there's always like missing features and delays, and there's always a lot of just weirdness is the only way I can explain it surrounding the series. For example, in Gran Turismo 5, the trailer had really in-depth damage, and then when the game came out, that was literally not in the game. And then Gran Turismo Sport, well, I think everything around Gran Turismo Sport is just very weird. So let me wind everything back for a second and let's talk about the Gran Turismo Sport release date. So for you guys who do not own a Twitter account, essentially Gran Turismo Sport has been delayed until further notice. A lot of news outlets are saying that it's going to be 2017, but you know, they haven't said that. It's literally just until further notice. So as far as we're concerned, we could not get another Gran Turismo till 2020. Very unlikely, but you know, that is literally the position we've been left in. We don't know when Gran Turismo Sport is coming out, and it always seemed a bit weird. Now, Theo made a video on this yesterday. I've actually got a video up later regarding some of the features and the menus and some of the stuff that no one else has covered. But Theo did mention this in his video yesterday, that the marketing campaign's been very odd, and you know, overall, it just seems like something odd has been up with this Gran Turismo. And honestly, I couldn't agree more, because, well, it turns out that the game's been delayed, and we're not going to get a Gran Turismo until at least 2017, maybe longer, which is really, really bad. It makes it even worse for those who have a PS4 only, because they literally have no racing games this year, besides Drive Club VR, which really, it's not really worth getting unless you're going to get PS4 VR, but there's no point getting PS4 VR because Gran Turismo's not coming out, and it's just, if you're a racing gamer and you're purely a racing gamer, Sony really fucked you up, to be honest. I feel like Sony as a whole, they're getting really, really cocky right now, and I'm kind of glad that I own an Xbox and a PS4, because to be honest, I feel like Microsoft are just bringing it all, you know. It's not even just a case of they've got the better games, but they're bringing the games to PC. They're a lot more gamer friendly. The games that they've got on the Xbox Games for Gold is better. I feel like Sony as a whole, they're just getting really, really cocky, and that's just not helping them in the slightest. Another thing is, I kind of feel like Polyphony just said that a Gran Turismo Sport was coming even though they knew that the game wasn't going to be ready, and that's a really sleazy move in my opinion. I don't like that at all. I just think that is such a cunty move. You know, like, if you're gonna announce a game, know that it will be ready. You know, don't be running on deadlines like, oh my god, we're not going to get this in, we're not going to get that in. In my opinion, you should do what Kingdom Hearts 3 have done and only announce, or don't even give a release date, just say it's coming. Say Gran Turismo Sport's coming, and don't give a release date, just say it's coming. Gran Turismo Sport was supposed to have a beta, but that never happened for reasons unknown. They never ever cleared that up. They just basically said, we're not doing that because we don't need to. Well, obviously you fucking need to, because your game's not fucking made. It just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. Polyphony are just off their heads. You know, with companies like Ivory Tower and Ghost who listen to the fans, those are the guys that made the Crew and Need for Speed respectively. You know, they listen to the fans, they add the features that you wanted to be added. You know, Forza is kind of on that level. They more so look at trends than listen to fans, I feel like. But regardless, we're still getting the features we want. And, you know, it feels like Gran Turismo is just, it's on its own completely random wavelength. Like, it seems like they're just out in Japan, in some dojo somewhere, literally just meditating, just like, Doesn't make any sense to me. It just really doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get how Gran Turismo is still around with that philosophy. I feel like they've got very lucky in the sense that they have got the last few games right, but I feel like the luck is running out, and I genuinely think Gran Turismo Sport could, I'm not sure if it will sell well, just because of how niche the game is. Think about it in this way, they are aiming for an esports related game only with modern cars. Immediately, that completely segments your crowd. There's people who play Gran Turismo to use all the retro cars, as well as that there's a JDM crowd, so if there's no Supra, if there's no R32, R34, 240SX in the game, that's going to completely just wipe out all the drifters in the game, you know. And then it comes to the racers, and they are being like, they're being overly catered towards. That's the word I'm looking for. Like, everything in the game is racing related, and you know, I understand they're going for the hardcore sports sim, but it just takes the fun away from Gran Turismo. I've played Gran Turismo games ever since I was a little kid. I played GT3 and GT4 around my friends' houses, and then I remember getting GT5 and GT6 on the PS3 when I actually had a PS3, and I remember playing so much of GT5 Prologue, so much of GT5, so much of GT6, and it doesn't feel like the games that I played when I was a kid, being GT3, GT4, GT5 and all that lot, are anything like what we're getting in Gran Turismo Sport, and that's really sad. I feel like Gran Turismo, it's taken itself way too seriously. You know, with GT3, it was very fun, very arcadey. If you watched that Throwback Thursday I did a while back, you would have known that. I would have been like, whoa, this is insane. You know, and GT4, GT5, GT6 still had that kind of bloodline, that it still was fun to play, even though it was trying to be simulator-ish. I don't know, like now I feel like it's taken itself way too seriously, and it's really, it's killing itself. It's slowly just killing itself, and it might sell well, but it's really not listening to the hardcore fans, and you don't want to do that, because look what Need for Speed did. For a very long time, Need for Speed didn't listen to their fans, up until Rivals, obviously, and then after Rivals, everything changed, but that series was dying. If Need for Speed didn't change up their ways for 2015, the series would have been no more. I'm 100% confident in a few years' time that series would have been no more, and Need for Speed probably wouldn't have been around. And I don't want to see that happen to Gran Turismo, because Gran Turismo was a big part of my childhood. But you know, deep down, I've got a funny feeling that is going to be the case. But we're just going to have to see how it goes, really. Now, like I said, this isn't going to be the only video up about Gran Turismo Sport. I've got another video up later talking about the features and stuff, and I've actually recorded that a few days ago, so if I do say something like, oh, are you going to get it this year or something, then that's why. It's because it's been pre-recorded. But anyway, that's been it from me. What do you guys think of Gran Turismo? Are you disappointed? Are you angry? What are you thinking from a PS4 perspective? If you own a PS4 and only a PS4, make sure to leave a comment down below. And then if you're an Xbox guy or a PC guy, like, what does it look like to you from an outsider's view? I'm really interested to see what you guys think about all this, because to me, it seems like an absolute clusterfuck. But anyway, that's been it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to go ahead and hit the like, subscribe. Keep an eye out for the upload later. That's going to be up at 9 PM BST. But anyway, I will see you guys in the next one. You guys have an awesome, stay safe, and peace.